So I said no. Hambone's his butler's name.
That was the funniest story I've ever heard.
I'm having the best time. You guys are the ginchiest.
Hey, and it's all thanks to booze. Booze!
What a fine group of young people. And what a keen time they're having. But before their party is over, one of them will be dead. I'm Professor Narrator. You may know me from such educational films as Telephones, The Mark of the Beast, and As You Wish, My Butler's a Communist. Did you know that 7 out of 10 young people have admitted to experimenting with alcohols? Studies have shown that 60% of all adults are drunk most of the time. You're probably sitting next to a drunk person right now. Since this movie has started, over 42,000 people have died of alcohol-related causes. That's over 1,200 people per second. It's easy to say numbers like 1,200 and words like dead, but we don't need words and numbers. Watch along with me. This is Don, a fine upstanding young man, and things are sure looking swell for him. He's just gotten himself a job at the local candy shop, and he's got a big date tonight with the prettiest girl he can afford to go out with. And here's his friend Dave. Like Don, Dave has a bright future ahead of him. But Dave also has permissive attitudes about the consumption of beer.
I start off at 2 nickels a day and I get a penny raise for every month I don't say any swears.
Yeah, that sounds great, man. Hey, I heard you're taking Jody out on a date tonight.
Yeah, I'm supposed to.
What do you mean, supposed to?
I don't know, maybe I should just call it off.
What? Don't you homo out on me, Don. You gotta take her out on this date.
I did promise.
Look, Don, a girl like that isn't gonna stay single forever. And I'd be willing to bet that her next boyfriend won't accidentally drive himself off a cliff like the last one did.
I guess I'm just nervous is all.
Oh, shut your pie muncher, you pie muncher. Look, if you're feeling nervous, let's go to Monica's beforehand and get a couple of drinks.
I guess we could.
Oh, we're gonna. Now get your ginchiest necktie on and meet me down there.
Meanwhile, on 2 completely different telephones...
Wow, I hope me and Don can be as happy together as you and Dave are.
Well, you know everyone's talking about your big date.
Really? What's the big deal?
Well, I heard from Jenny's cousin's abortion doctor that Don has made it with like a whole bunch of girls.
Really? I never heard that.
That's just what people are saying.
Are you sure? That doesn't even sound like Don.
Well, him and Julie Chambers totally did it.
Really?
Like 100 times. I even heard she had to have her vagina stitched back together. Guess that's why she was out of school for so long. Not because she was in Paris like she was telling everyone.
Oh boy, now I'm getting really nervous.
What? Don't even start.
Well, I wasn't expecting this.
Look, if it's really that big of a deal, we'll go out and have a couple drinks before the date.
You think that'll help?
Yeah, why not?
Oh man, looks like we get the same idea. Hi, Jody. What do you say we get a couple of tables? Four fully alcoholic beers, please.
Seems like a good time those kids are having. Hanging out with your ginchiest friends and enjoying a fully alcoholic beer or 2 sounds like a great idea. But scientists like me, and other scientists, know that drinking alcohol can be dangerous. See, every alcoholic beverage is made of the same 4 basic ingredients. Water, flavorings, yeast, and filler. The brewer starts by filling each bottle with refreshing American water. Then he adds the yeast, which remains dormant until the flavorings are added. The yeast and the flavorings combine to form alkanol, from which we get our American word alcohol. Then the filler is added, which makes the beer more expensive, but does not affect overall taste. That's why it's nearly impossible for a human to drink only 3 or 4 beers in one sitting. But let's check back in with Don and see how he's doing.
So I said, that's not from doing the twist. It always looks like that.
getting late. I think they want us to leave.
Well, let's get out of this stuff. I know a guy. We can drink at his place.
What?
Pete? You're Drinky Pete.
She's Asian.
It's Dave. We had drinks together one time. Together, at the same time.
Come on in. So, you guys want to drink some liquor?
So Don and his friends drank. They drank whiskey and gin. They drank martinis and blueberry rockets. They drank cherry bounce and Kentucky showstoppers. And they all laughed and played drinking games like Smell the Object, Electric Baseball Game, Bigfoot in the Sock, and Shoe. And on they drank, long into the night.
Hey, we're gonna go, man.
Hey, where are they going?
Who cares? Say, I know a place. Let's take this show on the road and let's get out of here.
Don didn't know what had happened to him. He tried to call his friends, but they, wisely, wouldn't pick up the telephone. Finally, he found his friend Dave.
Wow, look who it is. I didn't think I'd see you again.
I gotta ask. I must have had a lot to drink last night. I don't remember a thing.
Last night, Don, that was 5 days ago.
Really?
Yeah. You really don't remember, do you? Well, that explains why you weren't at Jody's funeral.
What?
Yeah. She got killed by a hobo that night walking home from your big date.
Well, that's a sobering thought. But you don't have to end up murdered or sad like these two. Next time you plan to drink, plan ahead. Planning ahead can make all the difference. Stick to a single type of drink. Mixing different drinks, or even different brands, can lead to dizziness or coma. And finally, if you have to drink bourbon, make sure it's Makerman's bourbon. I can't hear you. It's Makerman's time. Little tips like these may one day save your life. God bless you all, and remember, stay off the telephone unless it's absolutely necessary.